All right, lovelies, happy holidays, Haul. Yes, we are here to go over what I purchased in the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, November crazy, let's start sales on November 1st and call it early Black Friday sales. Whatever we're going to call this whole thing. I'm here to share with you the beauty purchases that I made. I will be honest, this year for me was maybe not cost-wise, but stuff-wise, a pretty low-key year. I did have one big expense, which I'll get into. Uh, but other than that, I just knew I didn't have a lot that I was going to need. You all know that I had makeup goals, beauty goals, let's call them, that I had started at the beginning of the year, and I was really trying to stick to those mostly. But there were some things that caught my eye. There was also one thing that I did not have on my list. I meant to have it on my list and I didn't have it on my list and I didn't get it. And it was like literally one of the things that I actually really need. And now I'm like, maybe there'll be another sale. So I'll share that with you at the end of this video. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Without further ado, we are going to dive into this. I have to say that some of these things I do have on my face today. If you'd like to see the complexion and how I got this look, at least as far as that goes, I did just do a filming of, I did just get to try out the new BK Beauty Core Trio. So if you'd like to see that video, that one's either up already or coming soon. So make sure you're subscribed. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. This is one of the two beauty purchases that were on my list. This is actually the first one I made of the season because RMS did a Green Friday sale, I think like the Friday before Thanksgiving. So I did a little purchase. I think that they were probably doing like 30% off. I honestly don't remember what it was anymore. And I had specific things that were on my list. And I actually stuck to that list for the most part. Where is my one impulse buy? I guess I can't say it was an impulse buy because I had considered getting it at some point. But listen, y'all, it was the whole like gift with purchase situation. I did get sucked into that. I did get sucked into that. So let's talk about the things that were on my list. Number one, I talked about this. I said that I was going to purchase at least one more of the eye lights, and I did pick up the shade Spark. That is what I have on today with one other shadow, which I'll be going into in a little bit. So I believe that they call this a bronzed plum. I think of this as almost like a rosy, plummy brown. There's definitely more. It has a little bit of like a rosy shift to it. So I'm going to show you here on my finger. And this is of course a cream shadow. So there it is swatched out on my hand. I feel like it's looking a lot deeper on my eye because the shadow that I have is just like very lightly buffed out on the very edges. So I think you could get a few different effects of this depending on how much you put on. I love the RMS Eye Lights formula. It is a gorgeous cream formula that gives you a beautiful luminosity. It's a soft luminosity, but it is so flattering on the eye. It doesn't enhance texture. It doesn't shrink wrap your eyelid and make it look more creasy. Here is the thing that's kind of funny. As I was putting this on, I was like, gosh, this really reminds me of something that I really love. What the heck does this remind me of? This is my shade that I created with Pretties for Your Face. This is the shade Virgo. So this shadow, did I create this with the brand a year ago? Probably around there. It's similar. And I mean, I will show you, I'm not doing the eye lights justice. I just put a little bit on. So I'm going to show you this this shadow. Okay, I got to make sure that I'm using the right finger here. So Pretties for Your Face, Virgo is, now I'm obviously biased, right? Because it's a shadow that I created, but that shade at full price, I think is $5 and you can get them half price a lot of the time. And my discount code KEEPBEAUTYREAL saves you an additional 20%. So if you haven't ever purchased from Pretties for Your Face, you can find some beautiful diamonds in the rough. I do have 4 shades that I created with the brand Virgo, the Maiden, Lovelies, and Lovespin. So check those out if you haven't seen them. You can actually, probably you could just type in Keep Beauty Real on their website and my shades would come up, but these are so close. These are so close. Now I will say, I think that the Eyelights shade, because these do wear a really long time on the eye. You know, most cream shadows are going to have a super long wear time, but they're similar. So if you love a good cream formula, or if you have Virgo and you love a cream shadow, you would really like Spark. It was just so funny. I'm like, this is really giving me the feels. So that's hilarious, right? All right, so let's move into the other purchases that I made. I still am very glad to have this because it's absolutely beautiful. It was just so funny. I was like, yep, that seems familiar. All right, I was very tempted when the RMS lip oils came out, the legendary lip oils. I was very tempted to snag them right away. I was like, get them all, collect them all. And I held off. I knew that they were probably going to be on sale in this sale, and I decided to pick up two. So one of the things that really tempted me is I've just fallen in love with so many things from this brand, but because they have a lot of the nourishing lip ingredients that are in the legendary lipsticks, I was like, I got to do it. I got to do it. So you can see I have a vibe. It's very similar. These, I have to say, I have worn both of these a couple times now. I have Mila. I think it's probably Mila, Milla. I have that one on my lips right now. Absolutely beautiful. It's giving me sort of like Clinique Black Honey, or actually almost like a less gray version of Metropolis from Lisa Eldridge from the Balm Embrace. This lip oil, like I said, is very quickly becoming my new favorite lip oil. There is something about this formula, and it could be, I think it was like bitter cherry butter. I will put the ingredient here that that the brand talks about in the legendary lipsticks. So I'm just going to build this color up a little bit more. You can really get much more saturated as you build. And I do feel like, now this is a more intense shade, right? But I do feel like these stain the lips a little bit. I'm going to swatch this out just so that you can see here what this one looks like, just because I do have fairly pigmented lips if you've never seen my naked lips. So, oh, just a gorgeous shade. But the formula is that hybrid lip balm and lip oil. I feel like so many lip oils are just like barely there, slide off, you know, and this is definitely, it's not sticky at all, but it has that very buttery liquid balm feel. And so I really like this. This other shade, Lily, I wanted something that just had a bright pop to it. You know, I think a bright lip is a way to really pull together a look very quickly. And, you know, you could just have mascara on, throw on a little bit of blush or bronzer, and pop this on, and you could just feel so put together. So look at that. Very beautiful. They have a lot of nudie, beigey, soft shades. So don't feel like they all are like this, but I was like, if I'm going to do it, I want to be able to have an extra pop, because if all I want is clear, I'm just going to go through my City Lips clear lip gloss, which you all know that I love, the plumping gloss, because I do feel like that's hydrating. So if I was going to buy something different, it needed to be something that like could stand out in my collection. You know that I just did a lip declutter recently. I'll have that link down below if you want to check it out. But I was like, okay, you just got rid of a bunch of stuff, so you're going to bring things in. They better be something different than what you already have. And I do feel like these are, while these are reminiscent of shades in other formulas, these are unique in my lip oils. So very excited to have those. So the thing that I ended up getting that wasn't on my list is another one of the Redimension Hydro Bronzers. I ended up picking up the shade Tan Lines. I do have this one on as well today, so just a little bit, but I have Malibu Muse, or I had Malibu Muse. The Invisalign's getting me today. So I decided I wanted to try the next shade down, which is Tan Lines. And so I think that this is going to be a nice one to have on hand when I'm a little bit deeper. It worked fine today. These are so lightweight and buildable that I could wear this all winter long. But the Malibu Muse shade, I find that in the summertime, I would really have to build that up a lot to really see much effect from it. So I was like, well, I like the formula, and I've really been enjoying just a little bit of luminous warmth on the skin. So I did it. Now, the gift with purchase. Okay, let me wipe off my hands here. I'm going to grab So the gift with purchase was this, I believe, limited edition. It has to be because I don't see it other than in this little kit. So this is one of the lip lights from RMS, and it is a lip gloss. I'm not going to open it up because honestly, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or not. But this lip gloss is one of those pH, which is why they call it chameleon. So, I mean, basically, it's just going to end up being a brighter pink. It's going to be a pink on everyone. We know how this works. So it was this, and then this cute little like furry bag. And it looked really chic. It has this little like lock clasp. I did not see though, I did not recognize the fact that, okay, so how cute, very luxe. You could put the little lock on here, except this is actually a lock. So to get it to close the bag, you actually have to lock it. It legit has a key, y'all. It has a key. So to be able to use this bag, I have to have the key on hand. I lose my own real car keys, my work keys. I don't really lose my car key, but I do on occasion lose my work keys because I keep them separate. I don't need to be having another key to keep my like little clutch. So that's a little bit of a miss for me. Now, the lip lights I think retail for about $28 normally. So that's a decent gift with purchase. But like the value that people give these bags, like brands all do it. They're like, oh, that's a brand. Like no one is going to want to, I don't even know what the value was listed as for this gift with purchase, but like, listen, y'all, like this doesn't have a ton of value to it, especially since you got to like literally lock it. If you don't lock it and you just decide to carry it around like this, like that looks off. I guess I could like put the lock on here and just have this random useless lock here, I guess. I don't know. What I'm probably going to do is use this as a gift bag for someone. It'll be super cute. Like they'll have to get the key to open it. I don't know. So I feel a little bit duped into getting that. But it's fine. I will gift it. And this very well could be something that goes into the gift ball for my family. So if nothing else, I just got a cute little gift for a lip lover. I mean, who couldn't use a good lip gloss, right? So anyway, so that's what I got from RMS. No regrets, like, because I love all of these. Like, I love the way that the bronzer went on. I definitely love the lip oils. I love the Spark eyeshadow, even though I created a shade that is very similar, but there's a reason why I love it then, I guess. So that's what I got from RMS. Okay, I had to insert a clip right now because I just realized that this week RMS is doing a sale. They are doing buy one, get one 50% off of all eye, lip, and cheek products. So totally unplanned, but I am literally showing you eye, lip, and cheek products in this video. So I'm like, if you want 20, not even 20% off, if you want 25% off, because that's basically what buy one, get one 50% off is, right? Like, let's not get the illusion that we're getting 50% off. We're not, because we're buying one item for full price, but 25% off is still a good deal. So I will go ahead and have the link to RMS down below. But I was like, oh my gosh, that sale. I got to tell them about the sale. So if any of these sound intriguing to you, now's a good time to pick it up. Okay, so I have other makeup that I got. I'm going to put that towards the end of this video so that we can have a little swatch party. So we're gonna pop into some skincare now. I was literally on my last few pumps of my vitamin C and I knew that I wanted to do an order. If you aren't familiar, I had basically said that I am not purchasing any skincare this year unless I absolutely run out of one of my like actives. So I have a hoard of skincare up there, cleansers, moisturizers, exfoliants, all sorts of things that I've just gathered over time or, you know, been sent in PR and different things. And it's like, it was getting redonkadonk. Like so ridiculous. So I have really not been making any purchases if it wasn't something that I 100% ran out of. And so usually I use either the pharmacy waterless vitamin C or the Paula's Choice. I was using their something with ferulic acid vitamin C. But when they came out with this 25% vitamin C, I was so excited because it is a serum or like a cream gel consistency. That's really more what it is. And that to me was so alluring because otherwise it's usually like a liquidy serum that can tend to be a little bit tacky. And I was like, this just looks like it would be so nice to use. I bought one, I fell in love with it. So now that doesn't mean that I wouldn't also use the pharmacy. It's sort of just like, well, whatever has the best deal. So I had planned on picking up at least two in the Paula's Choice sale. I believe that they were doing 25% off. It might have been 30% off. And then I got drawn in. So the gift with purchase, right off the bat, right off the bat with so much, I already hit this guy. This is 12 whopping ounces of the pore reducing toner with niacinamide. 12 ounces of toner. This I knew right away because this is for oily combination skin, which I definitely don't have. I'm going to put this in a little skincare gift set for my family for the Christmas ball. If you don't know, we do one of those saran wrap balls, and I have now made it this huge epic thing. You get poker chips inside to be able to use to buy things outside of the ball. So this will be one of the outside of the ball gifts, and maybe one of my nieces would enjoy some good skincare. So I'm just not a toner girly, and I definitely don't have oily combo skin, but the value of this is awesome. So that I got right away. But then I was like, okay, if I spend a little bit more, I am able to get this really great gift with purchase. One of the things that you got with that gift with purchase was one of the vitamin C serums. And I was like, this alone is like at least $50, at least $50. I can't even remember. So I was like, well, what am I going to do to get that? Because I'll show you what the gift with purchase was. So it was this product right here, and then you got the 2% BHA. This is a salicylic acid product, and then you also got this 6% mandelic acid and 2% lactic acid liquid exfoliant. So you have these two liquid exfoliants. And if you don't know me, I am an exfoliant, I don't want to say junkie because that makes it sound like I do it too much, but I have definitely noticed the benefits of exfoliating my skin, and I try to tell everyone else in my life. So the limited edition packaging on these doesn't really like draw me in, but it is a limited like gold and silver, ooh, ah, cute. It would be really pretty to give someone for a gift. That being said, I am probably keeping these. I would consider giving away the 2% BHA, but the thing is like, y'all, I'm shopping for two. Like really, like Jeremy has now become an exfoliant buff. No pun intended. He actually used to do a lot of like physical scratchy exfoliation. I'm like, honey, 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 stop. We're getting you on the chemical train. And so now I know that he'll use these as well, both for his face and for like body breakouts, body bumps. So we're going to be good there. So I was like, that is such a good deal. The other thing that it came with is another bag. Everybody's got their bags, right? So this is a cute one. It's just gold, right? Clear on the front. It's going to be another fun one to be able to do like a little skincare set. So I think I'm probably going to throw this and some other goodies in there, and that'll be a great way to gift it. Again, this has zero value for me. It has zero value, especially not like sometimes when they're like, oh, this bag is worth $35. Listen, let's face it. You could go to TJ Maxx and buy this for like $6.99. Like, no. So at least it doesn't have a lock on it. I'll say that. Okay. Anyway, so what I decided to do were pick up some other things. I did realize that I could use a spot treatment. So this is the Daily Skin Clearing Treatment. This has benzoyl peroxide in it, and I do get the occasional breakout still. I got wrinkles, I got breakouts, I have all the issues. So I thought this would be good. It would also be good for Jeremy as well, so we can share this guy. I also was very curious, like I said, I love a good exfoliant, and this Skin Perfecting Rinse Off treatment, this is a 25% AHA with a pop of BHA in here. And so I was like, this will be good for those times that I need a little extra. So I decided to give this one a go. And then I did pick up a cleanser, which in my head, I was like, you probably don't really need to have a cleanser. You have some cleansers that you need to get through. But I just remember loving, this was in my favorites for such a long time, the Perfectly Natural Cleansing Gel. First of all, I have to say, like, A++ to the packaging upgrade that Paula's Choice has done. This, I just love. Oh, I wonder if it still has the same scent. Oh, it's probably sealed. Oh, okay, I'm not going to open it up. This is just a beautiful, gentle cleanser. No frills, smells nice, but it's not like overly fragranced. I remember it smelling kind of like coconut water, not coconut milk, not like sunscreen, but just like coconut water. I just love this cleanser, and I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and get it. It's been a long time. Well, I recently ran out of cleanser, so I had to go into my hoard, and this might sound like, okay, Kelly, calm down, but I only have like one cleanser left in there. So I was like, good job, Kelly. So this one's going to go in there. and he'll be put into rotation at some point. So that is what I picked up from Paula's Choice. Now, the value of these gifts with purchase, which I mean, this one alone, I will definitely like absolutely use this. The others are just a good little freebie and for me, you know, gifts, but it was like over $200 in free gifts. So definitely a good deal. I just looked and right now Paula's Choice is still doing a sale. They're doing 20% off site wide. And then if you spend $95 or more, you can get a 1% retinol or 20% niacinamide for free. So I'll leave all the details down in the description with a link to shop. Definitely recommend this. If you love a good exfoliator, these liquid exfoliants are great. They've been on lots of lists because they're just absolutely fantastic. I do like this cleansing gel as well. So that is that. All right, one more skincare product. This was totally a splurge. This was a splurge. It was unnecessary. I didn't need it, but Neod was doing a 50% off of their copper peptides. So this is the copper amino isolate serum. So if you aren't familiar, this is under the Decium umbrella. So a brand like The Ordinary is also under that umbrella. Neod is more of the like luxe powerhouse brand, I guess I would say. 50% off, and I don't have copper peptides right now. I was like, this is a really good way to be able to try this brand. So I splurged, I bought it. Didn't need to. I definitely didn't need to. I didn't necessarily need any of this, although you will have to pry my vitamin C serum out of my hands because I do really enjoy that. But obviously nothing else was like a need for me. But that was the skincare that I picked up. Let's talk about skincare devices. So you all know that I'm an absolute lover of LED usage on the skin. Both I use red light and blue light. I just find that the blue light helps cut down on my breakouts and the red light has been great to just notice vast improvements in my skin as far as like anti-aging. I have just definitely noticed that I just look more youthful, more radiant, perkier skin when I use LED. Now, for the last few years, I have been using the Dr. Dennis Gross Face Wear Pro, which I've had very good luck with. I really have. I just felt like it has become just such a powerhouse, modality, let's say that, for anti-aging. And I was like, there's just been so much research. The technology has just come so far and I was ready for an upgrade. So I did a lot of research on deciding what I wanted to upgrade to. Now, because Jeremy loves LED as well, I'm sure that this way we can just both be doing LED at the same time. He can use the FaceWear Pro. I will use my new mask. I did decide to get the Mesama. I not only got the face mask, but I got the neck and neck. So like basically the neck and chest piece. I think it's the head to heart package. Now, this was definitely an investment, but with the Black Friday deal and knowing that it was something that I was going to want and that I wanted to get a chest piece at some point anyway, I was like, all right, this is going to be the thing. You aren't spending a ton of money on bits and baubles of lots of makeup and different things that you don't necessarily need at any point. You can do this, and this is going to be the skincare investment. So I did purchase it. I do not have it yet because unfortunately, because I sat on it for so long, like I was like really thinking about it. Am I going to use this? Well, not that I wouldn't use it, but like, is this something I want to do right now? The mask itself was on back order. I'm pretty sure it was the mask. One of the two items was on back order, so I think that they're waiting to send out my shipment until both items are available. So I don't have it yet, but I did just want to put it in this haul because I wanted to ask you, would you like to see me do a review? I have been doing LED light therapy, you know, so it's not like going from doing none into doing some, but if you would like to see my thoughts on that system, I would be absolutely happy to do a video. I would, you know, of course, do some befores and over time show you some afters and just give you my opinion on it if it's something that you've been interested in. So if it is and you have any questions or any specifics that you'd like to see me include in a video, please drop them down in the comments of this video so that I can prepare and have that content ready for you at some point when I'm ready to like light up myself. I tell you what, just give it all to me. I just put me in an LED bodysuit, please. I would love that. All right, the last thing, the last beauty items that I picked up were from Davina. Davina almost every year does a Black Friday sale. They did skip one year and I was ready for it. I was ready for it with my wish list. I didn't have a lot on my list until they started showing the new collection that she launched. And then I ended up adding to my list. So I did keep it narrowed down though. I did not buy the whole collection. I did not buy the whole collection, but there were some things that I had wanted to get. So I knew that I wanted to get another of the eye base primers. This is the Prelusion primer. They have the specular sparkle and glitter glue base that I just don't go through as much. So I knew that I didn't need to get a backup right now, but I did get the Prelusion just so that I can save right now and do it. Then I did get some of the shadows. So what I'm going to do for you today is we are going to do a little swatch party of all of the shades that I picked up. Just a casual one. This is going to be a quickie. I was thinking if I have time, y'all, you know, you know that the time in life for a professional hairdresser that is most busy is the holiday season because everybody wants to look good. We're all seeing like family and friends. We're doing photos, whatever. So this is like my schedule is packed in. But what I thought I could do is maybe do, if you wanted to see any of these shades compared to anything or things like that, let me know. And I could do a couple reels perhaps before the end of the season. And there's a reason that I want to do some of that, and we will talk about that in just a minute. So first, let's just quickly go through the matte shades that I got. Now, I always say that if you have not tried a Divina matte shadow, you need to get a couple. Do yourself a favor. They are just beautiful. I'm putting this over that hand that I just used a makeup wipe on, so it's probably going to be a little bit dehydrated, especially considering that my skin right now is it's definitely not happy. Oh gosh, Kelly, that was a bad swatch. Okay, well, y'all know you don't come here for the quality of my swatches. That has become known by everybody. I do swatches that are done by a realistic person who, I don't know, has astigmatism. Okay, so here are the 4 shades that I got. So first, let's go over this one on the bottom because it is the shade that I have very lightly dusted in the edge of my crease to blur out that spark shade from RMS. And this is Penelope. This is a beautiful, warm peach. It's gorgeous. I saw it on the site. I think somebody might have been talking about it in my swatch video because I did recently just upload my entire Divina collection swatched. It's split into mattes and sparklies, so you can check that out if you'd like. I'll have my Divina playlist linked down below. Wow, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot to link down below. We're just gonna roll with it. So this shade, I was like, how do I not have that? In fact, most of these, I was kind of like, how do I not have that? So this next shade, I can already tell this is one that I'm going to use a lot. This is Crixus, and this is a beautiful, this is to me a warm olive. Like it is a warm olive khaki, toasty, love it. Not too green, but like not too warm. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I would say it has a bit of like a yellow green to it. So to me, that's going to be a warm olive. I'm going to go with that. The next one is green. We don't have to even worry about that. That's a green. It's this beautiful grungified grass green. It's not like grass green like cartoon grass, but it's like a grungy grass green, and that is Patina. Again, another one. I was like, how do I not have that one? How do I not have that one at all? Now, this last one, I have to say, I feel like it looks very different than it does on the website. And this one I had in my cart. I took it out of my cart and I put it back in my cart. And honestly, I could have passed on this one. This is the shade Jaded. It looked more green in the swatch online to my eye. This is more blue than I need. I know that I have a Makeup Geek shade that is very similar to this. This is one that I will barely ever use. So this is one that I'm like, but at least I got it during the sale. And who knows, maybe I will use it for some BYOPs. I do like the formula of Divina. I feel like the Makeup Geek one that I have, in all honesty, it was once she switched to the square pans and I felt like the formula shifted at that point. And so I have a feeling I'm gonna like the formula of this one better, but it's just not gonna be one that I use a lot. Okay, so the next shade, all right, y'all, I'm gonna be honest here. This was a little sneak attack. Deandra was sneaking up on all of us with this. This one I immediately saw and I was like smitten. I was like, oh my gosh, this one looks so beautiful. It's a beautiful black base multi-chrome. I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit so that you can see here. So this is Blood Moon. And this is a beautiful, I mean, the red is so intense. And then you have this beautiful, like ambery orange into almost like an olive shade. I am really excited to try this out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I did turn down my light, by the way, just a little bit, but I don't, I feel like there are probably other brands that have something similar to this, but I don't have one, so I was excited to bring it into my collection. So I'm going to give you a little swatch here. We'll just do it underneath the mattes. Oh my gosh. This formula. Ooh, I also see, boy, I almost see a little bit of like a, oh, look at that. I also see almost like a little bit of pink. Can you see where it goes from red and then right where like the shine line is? It's almost a bit of pink. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Yeah, okay, I'm really excited to wear this. This is going to be a fun one through the winter. Like, listen, the winter time is when I need that occasional like ba-bam of color because y'all, here in Wisconsin, it has been gray most days. Like we've had a couple sunny days pop through, but it has been the season of gray and I have been so sad. So very sad. So we are now going to move into the Midwinter's Nightfall collection. So that is these shades. I picked up 8 of the 12. There were some that I just knew that I wasn't really going to get a lot of use out of. All right, so for time's sake, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swatch 4 shades. I'll show them to you, we'll talk about the names, and then I'll swatch the other 4, just so you can see what they look like. Again, I didn't want to get too in-depth with this, but I wanted to show you in case you held out and you didn't get any and you're considering it, because I know that Davina is doing a gift card sale very, very soon. I'm gonna hustle to get this video up before then so that you can see it. And also they're gonna be doing another sale at the end of the month. So that means stack those savings. That means you'll be able to buy a gift card on sale and then you can use it in the Christmas sale. Yes, that's right. So I'm gonna get these shades swatched in case you wanna put any on your wish list. Okay, I have to say these do not disappoint. This is my first time swatching them, but these do not disappoint. Look how pretty those are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this first shade, I knew this was one that I saw and I was like, okay, I actually don't think I have something like that in my collection. And that is Silent Blizzard. It has this really pretty, lots of things. I mean, you see the yellow and I would say more of like a green, but out of direct light, you get like a pearly iridescence to it. Oh my gosh, that's really pretty. The next one is one that I was really curious to see. This is Polar Eclipse, and the strength of the shift on this is really nice. You see a bright pink, a bright yellow. Sometimes they can be so soft, but that definitely has some ba-bam. This one is an unexpected favorite. I will say in the pan, it is not, I almost took this one out of my list because I was looking at it in the pan on the site and I was like, I don't know. I don't know that I need that. Maybe I have something similar. And actually, I mean, I feel like it's a little different. Like, oh, I guess I should tell you which one that is, huh? That's Starlit Snow. Ah, the shift on that is so pretty. It's so pretty. And then the last one there is Frozen Secrets. Really pretty. If you know me, you probably see that and you think, oh, that's a little bit like Tucana. I feel like it has a different shimmer factor to it. It doesn't have as much of like the sparklies to it. It's more of like a smooth multi-chrome, like just so beautiful. So these at full price, y'all, are $8. I think for that price, these are great. I think that these are great. And like I said, you can stack on savings. You can get the gift card sale, and then you can also shop during the Christmas sale. I should also say you can use my code KEEPBEAUTYREAL if you happen to be seeing this not during a sale. I know that during sales, there are usually exclusions on creator codes, but if you're shopping at a time where you're like, I just need to pick something up, you can use my code. By the way, I should say I purchased all of this. None of these were sent to me. I have received things from the brand in the past, but these were with my own hard and cash. Okay, let's take a look at these next 4. Now, I want to just say that when I swatch, I usually just do 2 passes to get everything smoothed out. I am not a like layer it on, layer it on, layer it on, so it looks like uber unicorn magical. I do more realistic swatches, so I will say that. Now, with these, oh, I mean, it's like candy, fairy, magic. So all of these, other than the first one, I feel like these last 3 are a lot softer. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I even felt like in the formula. I'm just going to put one more pass over these to see if it was my swatching, but I think that it's actually just the formula of these. Yeah, I think that these just have a different formula than others do. So these first three here, if you are familiar with Davina's Velvet Multichromes, I am going to say that these are in between the Velvet Multichrome and a standard multichrome. They're a bit softer. They have a bit of a drier feel to them. They're not flaky at all, but they don't quite have that creaminess. But what that means is they have this beautiful, soft, ethereal vibe to them. So starting from my wrist, ooh, look at that. That's fun. Oh my gosh, that green. So that's Cosmic Ice. I think you can kind of see right there the pink to green, or green to pink rather. Very pretty. And then the next one is Arctic Sage. I feel like Arctic Sage, hold on, one of these. It's so hard because like I felt like Arctic Sage is sort of like Water Mist's cousin, because it has that teal and that blue purple, but this one as well, which for me was a bit of a, I don't know that I will use it a lot, but gosh, it's pretty. But I actually feel like, boy, both of these are sort of like very closely related to Water Mist. Oh my gosh, the Velvet Multichrome. Mystic Frost. Okay, Mystic Frost. Hold on, now I can't decide which I feel like it's more like. Mystic Frost and Arctic Sage. Okay, I feel like these are like the flip-flop of each other. Can you see that? Where Arctic Sage has more of the green base with the purple flip, and Mystic Frost is the purple base with the green flip. So it kind of depends on what you want to see in your look. These are like exact reverses of each other, I feel like. And then our last one, which I feel is more similar to the formula of these others, but it also has more glitters in it. This is the shade, let's see here, Ice Phantom. So Ice Phantom has tiny, tiny little micro sparks of glitters, and I mean like very, very, very fine. So if you're like I don't like glitter, you're not going to have to worry about that with this, but it gives it a lot of spark. It doesn't have much of a shift to it, but it has a lot of sparkle. So that's going to be fun to play with. So I have to say that, and I was going to talk about this in an upcoming video, but because I feel like right now, I'm going to just zoom everybody out as I'm chatting. You know, I feel like the whole like trend of eyeshadow has been to just like not eyeshadow. But what I mean, I really don't care. I'm gonna wear eyeshadow whenever I feel like wearing eyeshadow, whether it's a trend or not. But what I've really been enjoying in the last month is if I want to wear a multi-chrome of some sort, something that has more pop and more sparkle and more shift, I have just been dusting it all over the lid and then like blurring it out with a soft matte and just wearing it a little bit more effortlessly rather than like, ooh, an extreme look with like a built up crease and da 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 da. Like, I just want the one color to speak for itself with a little bit of shape so that it's flattering on my eye. Like maybe a little bit under the lash line as far as like a matte to just kind of like round everything out, but just like soft, like a two and through, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm bringing this in. We're doing two and throughs, and I think all of these would be really good at that. So fun. Definitely going to be fun to pair with other colors, but I think that all of these on their own could just be that like double take, like, ooh, what's that on your eyes? That's fun, festive. Decorate yourself. You know what I'm saying? So very happy with these. Like I said, I'll be letting you know more in the future. So I do have to say, like, I feel like these are some different formulas for $8. Like you're getting a lot. You're getting a lot of magic out of these. They aren't the thick, lustrous, creamy Balm that some of the others are, but those are like $12, $15. These are just enough. I think that this is multi-chrome eyeshadow for people that don't want to wear a ton of eyeshadow. And I think that these are just beautiful. I'm really going to have a lot of fun playing with these. Like I said, I feel like these three are definitely more in a kicked up velvet multi-chrome. They don't have a lot of like micro sparkle, but they have more shimmer, more shine than the regular velvets. So I'm really excited. you get me talking and swatching, we're going to be here forever. So this is why I put this at the end. But anyway, let me know, did you pick any of these up? I would love to know. Is there one that's on your wish list after seeing these swatches? Is there one that you're kind of surprised by? I can't wait to wear these. I saved them for this video. I've had this box sitting on my stairs for like a few days now, and I have not touched them. I just wanted to save my initial reactions, like my true initial reactions, to get to share with all of you. You know that I love that. All right. Okay, after all of the sharing, the swatching, all the things, I just realized that I forgot to tell you about the one thing that I forgot. The one thing that I forgot to get. I was just editing and I was like, oh, I never put that in there. So my friend Mel had tried out the Face Atelier Ultra Foundation Pro in the olive shade. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, you will know that I'm always kind of like raging on about how brands don't have enough olive shades. And especially as I get lighter in the wintertime, I just find that the nuances of tonality of foundations really becomes obvious. And so most of the time in the winter, I find that all of my foundations either lean a little orange or a little bit rosy, or at best they lean a little bit yellow, like the one that I'm wearing today. And I guess if I have to pick anything, I'm gonna pick yellow because at least it goes somewhat with my olive complexion, but it is very hard. So I thought, heck, I'm gonna try this. Now, the product is only $38, right? Like it's not like it's that big of a deal, but I've just been waiting. I've been waiting for months to get it so that I could have it as a color corrector for my foundations. So that means that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to hold out to see if I can wait and get it with a sale. I might just break down and just get it. So anyway, if you've tried it, if you've tried any of the Face Atelier, because I haven't, but I'm definitely curious to try that one. And the thing that makes it different than a lot of green correctors, just from looking at this, it truly is like an olive shade, not like that weird minty green thing, because that's different. So anyway, the one that got away. I love that. All right. I know that I've had to turn my camera on a couple times, so this one's been a lengthier one than I anticipated, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out here on my channel. I appreciate getting to hang out with you. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing my haul. Let me know what you decided to pick up, or if you didn't pick up anything. Let's have that convo down in the comments. Thanks, lovelies. I will see you really soon.